Hey guys, 51 here. I'm going to do this video about how to try to farm units from the game. Sometimes it works better than others, but the basic premise is you're going to do it in the arena. Of course, you can always buy units, and if you've got the money and that's what you want to spend it on, that's your prerogative. But units are pretty expensive, and there's a lot of things in the game that units are really handy for. Um, if you do it right, it's really not very hard to farm 500 to 1,000 units a week without just spending all of your time grinding away in the arenas. And that's kind of what I'm going to try to show here, and hopefully Kabam will cooperate. I've been grinding here already for a little while, so I've got 60,000 of the little battle chips that you saw, or almost 60,000. And those can be a source of a lot of units, but then, Kabam might sting you and just give you a bunch of gold, but hey, gold isn't bad either. But anyway, there's the solo events and alliance events often give unit rewards too, and a lot of those can be those milestones can be reached if you spend some time in the arena. So this is for the arena wins. You get 25 units there, along with all the other goodies that go with it. If you've got the summoner's sigil, then you have those test quests. I'm at Cavalier level, so you get points for doing arenas and duels there, and that's comes out if you hit all the milestones to like 75 units. Not to mention, nice shards, some ISO, some other crystals. So all of that, I mean, if you did nothing but arena, you can get all of those no problem. So then I'll go ahead and jump into the arenas. Got your standard number of arenas, plus you've got the Catalyst Clash arena that's up right now. And when I just do, because I get bored and a little bit dissuaded when I see that I'm going to need to do 30 rounds in a particular arena to get the results that I want. So instead, I just pick an arena and I decide I'm going to do 5 rounds, or I'm going to go until I get to the next milestone, and then I'll go do something else. I'll go on to global, or I'll go do an event quest, or I'll go, for a walk outside, or go to the store, or do real life things. But I break it up because otherwise, just grinding it out solid for hours and hours, that's, even for someone who loves this game like I do, that's going to be a bit much. So here I just jumped into the 4-star arena. I've already on like 11 rounds, so I can use the strongest available champ to me. I think I'm just going to show a few rounds of fighting to reach the next milestone. I think I need to do like 4 rounds, so I can at least just kind of give a commentary on some of these champs while we're doing it. But the goal is to kind of show you how many units you can get by hitting the milestones in the arenas, and then how many units you could potentially get by opening up some arena crystals from your battle chips. Okay, here's Sparky. Trick with him is to try to do those dodges, like those dexterity dodge backs, then you get poise charges, and his attack rating goes up for each one of those. I stink with him, that's why I never ranked mine up all the way. Champion, to me, he's kind of a middle of the road champ. He hits pretty hard. He gets his little unstoppable. It takes a long time for his furies to build up, but when they do, he's pretty strong. He makes a good alliance boss, as long as the opponents don't have somebody who can nullify all of his stuff like a Symbiote Supreme, because he gets pretty significant heals and things like that on top of the fury, and it stacks up and stays from fight to fight. And he gets a bonus for being in the boss's spot. Meh. All right, so I'm at 376,000. I need 450 to reach the next milestone. And then that milestone will give me 15 units, 1,500 more of the battle chips, plus it gives you 1,600 of those new crystal shards that they've got in the special events. And I'll do a breakdown later of how many of each type of thing you can get from these arenas. Now, I'm going to have more arenas than some players will because you get an extra one once you hit the uncollected level. So I have an arena that I can use my 6-star champs in, and a lot of you guys won't have that. But, you know, if you basically hitting every milestone in that arena is pretty darn hard because it would take literally millions and millions and millions of points. But if you did, you'd get 135 units, plus you'll get some, right now you'd get some silver age and some gold age crystals. But, you know, if you take that out of the equation and put it in all the other arenas that everybody has access to, you can still make quite a bit of units just from the milestones. I mean, it's 400 units if you hit all the milestones in the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star arenas, just from the milestones. It doesn't include getting extra for completing solo events or for the test of the Cavalier or the Conqueror or whatever level you are, or for alliance events like Perfect Series and things like that. So 400 units just for hitting the milestones in 4 arenas is certainly not bad. And you get to do that twice a week. That's 800 units right there if you can hit them all. Now, grinding out all those milestones, it can kind of be a chore. But you've got more than 2 days to do it. So it's very doable if you've got enough champs. And that's usually the limiting factor for most people is I don't have as many champs as you do, 51. I can't actually sit there and fight 30 rounds because I run out. You know, you do what you can. And if you have an active alliance that hits that help button, then you can get back in the fight pretty quick. All right, I'm getting pretty close here to the milestone. Don't have any bonuses, but I think I do have some science bonuses, so I'll use Void instead. There we go, an arena boost there. Okay, so Omega, he's at max 6, so basically if he just gets close to you, he'll kill you. Once he gets 10 of his little debuff charges built up, then he starts doing pretty significant damage per tick, 487 per tick. Even against someone who heals like Wolverine, that pretty much ends the fight without even needing to go up into the 30s, which he can if he starts bleeding or uses his special 2. Ghost Rider. He takes a little practice to use well. This fight's too short to show off what he really does, but essentially you want to do different combinations to get those little, see the little devil head there? He's got 2 of them. The more of those you can build up, the better for him. You get 1 from ending a combo with a light, 1 for ending a combo with a medium, 1 for doing special 1, 1 for doing special 2, 1 for doing special 3. Then you hit with the heavy, and he gets lifesteal, which is kind of nice. Okay, Void. He can win fights just by hanging around, because over time he just applies debuffs. And then, of course, his special 1 puts more on, and each debuff hurts the opponent. So there's 132 a tick just for being in the fight. And he's got good physical resistance, so he can take a special 3 from Hyperion without really feeling it too much. Oh, so close. 444. All right, so I'll do one more round. That'll get me up to a 15 win streak, which is a fairly round number. I kind of just like doing round numbers. I'll say, okay, I'm going to do 15 fights in this arena, then I'll go do something else. Then I'll come back and I'll do 10 fights in that arena. And then after a while, once I've hit most of the milestones, then I'll be just looking and going, okay, well, I've got 32 fights in that arena. Let's make it 35 and just kind of top up. And then you go, well, now I'm at 35, but I'm pretty close to hitting that next milestone. Well, I'll do that too. And just kind of glom it on piecemeal like that, it makes it easier to swallow the pieces to me. All right, so last round for this. We got Thor Ragnarok. Not even going to reach as special 3, I'm sure. Making pretty short work of Spidey. So I've already hit the milestone now, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it out. Hulk against the Abomination. So the one-trick pony, Abomination, basically stinks except for the poison that he can put on, and Hulk is poison immune, so there's no fight here at all. If I could actually play properly, but regardless, it's still... Okay, so Immortal Iron Fist, a lot of people don't have him just because they haven't been playing the game that long. You only get him from max signature stones. So because I've pulled enough 4 stars that when I get a new star, chances are I already have that guy maxed out. So I get these max signature stones, which give you 5-star shards. But occasionally you also get this guy, which sadly, he's worse than the regular Iron Fist. Because unlike the regular Iron Fist, the armor breaks that he puts on disappear if he takes a single punch. You know, it would be great if then he put on a ton more armor breaks than the regular Iron Fist, but he just doesn't. So there's really no advantage. Okay, so that's done. Get my milestone rewards. Up to 15 on the streak. I'm also getting 1,600 of those shards, and it only takes 2,000 to open one of those crystals, or 4,000 to get one of the better crystals if you're high enough. So I'm going to go for a Grandmaster, since I've got enough shards for it. See what we're going to get. It'll probably be garbage. So far I've only pulled 1 5-star from these, and I've opened a ton of them. Because if you do all the milestones in these arenas right now and pull all the shards, you're getting like 17,000 shards from the 5-star arena alone. 14,000 from the 4-star, 10,000 from the 3-star, 5,000 from the 2-star. Actually, you get premium crystals from the 2-star arena, but you should get tons of those crystals. And so far, I've pulled a grand total of 1 5-star. But, you know, I got Iron Man Infinity War, who already have maxed out, so you get those signature crystals, and you get an extra 275 5-star shards. That's why you never sell a champ, because even if they're garbage, you'll eventually max them all out, and then you're just getting extra bonus shards every time you dupe them again. All right, so now I've jumped ahead. I've done some more fighting here. I've hit a lot more milestones. I've hit all the milestones in the Alpha Catalyst arena, which is nice because Alpha Catalysts sometimes are kind of hard to get, and you do the arena all the way through, you get 3, plus you get 2 whole premium crystals and some units. I don't really worry about the rank rewards because I can't control that. You know, it could be that everybody wants to do the arena this week, and so no matter what I do, I'm not going to do all that great. But you can see that every single one of these milestones carries with it some units. So if you do all of the milestones in the 2-star arena, you're getting 65 units right there, plus 5,500 premium shards. If you're doing the 3-star, 65 units, plus 10,000 of these unified crystal shards. Do the 4-star, you're getting 135 units and 14,000 unified crystal shards. Do the 6-star, then you're also getting bonus silver and gold crystals. You're getting 135 units there as well. So just milestones, if you're uncollected or higher, you get 535. If you're below that, then you can get 400 just from those. But I wanted to do enough fights to get up to 100,000 battle chips. Open up another unified crystal here because I'd earned one, and I got a 3-star surprise. But hey, Darkhawk's pretty good, and again, another max Sig stone, so I'm getting extra 4-star shards from that. Yep, it all adds up. Okay, so 100,000 battle chips should get me a whole lot of arena crystals. I'm going to decide here to do the uncollected instead. So I'll open 5 of these. I'll probably get garbage. Yeah. Hey, gold is always useful, but opening 5 of those before I've pulled 400 units from just opening those 5. I'm going to do the rest with just the irregular arena crystals, doing them 2 and 3 at a time, just because my superstition, that's what usually works for me. But as usual, when I'm trying to show how it works, Kabam will cooperate so well and make sure that I get like no units. 100,000 battle chips should get you at least 100 to 200 units any given time you open it. I'll tell you, I'll break the suspense for you. Out of 100,000 battle chips, I pull a grand total of 60 units here. And that can happen too. But, you know, next time around, it'll be 375. So it's a game of averages. It's a game of time. Eventually, you'll get what you need. But, you know, those 372 units that I've got right there, I didn't spend any money on any of those. Those are all from just doing the arena, getting the milestones, and from these arena crystals. And with those, I can buy, depending on my level, I can buy Cavalier crystals, I could buy Grandmaster crystals, I could buy, you know, premium crystals if that's what I really wanted to do. Or I could just save those and use that for energy refills. And it gave me a lot of gold. I'll give you that. I'm up to 1.7 million. I think I was below a million when I started this routine, or maybe just right around a million. Go ahead and buy some. Oh, that's right. I still have one more. Yeah, they show you when you spin it, like there's a really high chance you're going to pull a Punisher out of that. It's like a 0.1% chance. They show all these units, it's a small percent chance. You're always going to end up on the gold almost every time. I think I'll open some Cavalier crystals just to try my luck. I've had pretty good luck with Cavalier crystals. I mean, I got a 3 and a 4-star that time, but so far I've pulled like 7 or 8 6-stars out of those Cavalier crystals. So I grind for a couple hours for 2 days, and I can pull 2 of those every time. So on a week of average play, that means I can open 4, 5, 6 Cavalier crystals at a time. That's how you build your roster up pretty darn quick.